I hope this morning brings you great joy. This morning, I want you to think bigger. It'll be kind of a guided meditation. And in this meditation, of gratitude, of joy, of peace, I want you to expand your thinking. That's it. It's about thinking makes it so. I want you to imagine a dream. One of your dreams, maybe your big dream. What is it? What's that big thing you want? Let it show up. Now I want you to kind of visualize. Where are you in relation to this dream? Are you in front of it? Are you looking down at it? Is it so big in front of you, you have to strain your neck to look up? How big is the vision? How big is the picture of this dream? Is it floating in air? Is it way far away? And if you're struggling for this, that's okay. It might explain why the dream is a challenge to arrive. Today, we're going to give that some repair. Is the dream, is the picture, is the image, is it color or black and white? What does your dream look like? Is there sound to it? Let me turn this down so you can hear if there's sound to it. Is there heat to it? Is there energy to it? Is there a beautiful fragrance with it? What is this dream that you have? What's its shape? Is it in a box? Is it round? Is it a blob? See, if you're saying, I'm not sure, I don't quite see it, Jim Rohn might say, that's a clue. So let's get some details. In which pillar is this dream? Family, finance, body, mind, society, faith? Which pillar would you put this dream in? And now that you have this dream in a pillar, because it is more one than the others, so now that you have it in this pillar, somewhere on your horizon, somewhere in your vision, somewhere in your ability to see, just start looking at the benefits. What's the benefits of this dream coming true? those what are the benefits of this dream coming true? How about who benefits? Hopefully you're listed from this dream. Scale of 1 to 10. What number does each person benefit? Do they benefit a little? Do they benefit a lot? How about you? What scale? Based upon the benefits of this dream, are you at a 10? Are you at a 7? For this one particular dream that you've got your vision and your visualization in your mind's eye, if you're less than a 10, what would make it a 10? What's making it a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8? What makes it that? And does that need to shift to make it a 10? Are you doing this dream for the people it benefits? Or are you doing it for you? All of this brings clarity. This dream part of your DMP, your definite major purpose? As you build this dream more and more, look at how often you're possibly getting distracted. What would keep you from the distraction? What's needed to focus more? Become more present with this dream. And you sit quietly with it. What would it take to become more aware? Temperature. It's setting. On your back, your face. How does your body feel viewing this image? Are there any places in your body that feel stuck? Are there places in your body that feel alive as you look at this dream? What's the experience you have right now? Is it one you've had before? Is it a new experience? Is it like an experience you've had? Does it seem like it? What does this dream mean to you? How long have you been wanting it? What level of desire do you have for this dream? Scale of 1 to 10. And what happens to the dream's vision if you turn up the desire? From a 6 to a 7. A 7 to an 8. What do you feel in your body? What words are you? What new story are you creating? See your vision, see your dream. Where is its source of energy? Coming from you into it? Coming from beyond, in the frontier, feeding it? Where is its source of energy? Which version of you is the one that oversees this dream? Is it the go-giver, the go-getter, the procrastinator? Which one of you oversees? You're present with it now. Who crafted it? Who built the vision that you currently have? How do you build it stronger, bigger, with more awareness? Who builds that? Who adds to that? What gratitude do you have towards this dream? What does it help you become? What does it help you stop to be? With this dream, what are you no longer? What do you gain more of with this dream? less of. Brian Tracy said it best. You can start, you can stop, you can do more, or you can do less. How does that relate to this dream? What do you wind up doing less of when you're fully engaged in this dream? What does your dream have to say to you? Listen. Listen. What does your dream have to say to you? All right. Good morning. What's some of your takeaways from that? What did you hear? What did you see? What did you feel? What did you do? What did you become aware of? Good morning on this March 9th, episode 1796. What's your
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
It's Lydia's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
When you first started, I was like, um, oh, this is good because I didn't get my meditation in yet this morning. And your voice was starting to fade at one point, and I thought, oh, and then I said, oh, he's doing that on purpose so we can go out into the quantum field. And as you were asking us those questions, I was feeling like, I don't know, the way I do that. And then it was like I settled into allowing the space for the dream. But I do realize there's way more clarity I can bring forward to make it easier to bring it forward. So it was lovely though when you stop the chatter, stop the oh you're doing it wrong noise, and go into just allowing it. It was about allowing, and it's about allowing the dream to, because the dream's there, it's just waiting for me. you know. So that was my biggest experience inside me, to to tell the truth, and instead of like, oh yeah, I know exactly what the shape and the color, and I don't know that yet on a surface level, but I'm getting closer every time I close it. Where I relaxed was going out into the, oh, okay, when it was like, where is, it's like, oh, it's in the quantum field. It's in the pure consciousness. It's not in me. It's out, it exists, it's beyond me, if that makes any sense.
Makes
So,
perfect sense. And then it's getting into vibration to align with it so that you can see it. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses. Yep. Absolutely.
so anyway, thank you, and I really I went through a whole progression in the process, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love it. Love it. Love it. Who else? Anybody have any ahas or things that jump out at you?
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
Um, so I didn't really get to do the whole meditation,
Hmm.
but when I did come out, I started to do my blessings as you were talking,
Hmm.
and it I received a higher vibration. than I would normally do at the beginning of writing them out.
Mm-hmm.
But as I was writing them and I could hear you, I heard the music. It was just like this um thermometer. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only way I can think of it is when you put a thermometer in something and you can just see the heat rising. And it was great. So thank you for that. I was able to enjoy it in multiple ways.
That's awesome.
And
Why,
my gratitude was
why do
written
you
different.
think it was new?
Um, why do I think it was new? I think of the focus of the different focus I had.
Right. Do you think it's attainable again?
Yes. I think it's attainable every time.
Well, and that's the awareness, right? I'd say the same to Sharon, right? She had this progression that she went through, and is it okay to start at the end of that progression that was very good, right? And that's the key to is for all of us is to be aware. A lot of the things that I drag you into or throw you into or pull the rug out from underneath you into is for you to become aware of new things. And it may not come across as clean or crisp or with complete clarity because it's something that's recently happened to me. And so if it happens to me, I'm sharing it. You're a hair of a breath behind me on my journey. So I want you to be with it. It's not, ooh, look what I learned, and let's let them suffer in their silence. So this awareness is always available. And if we just take the time, right, that was 20 minutes. 20 minutes to build a new awareness every day. I think that's worth it. I think it's worth it. I know for me it's worth it. So that's why I ask those questions. Well, yeah, of course it's aware. I can do it again. Then the decision has to be is, will that be the base of my new journey? As opposed to, oh my God, I've never felt this before. Now this is my new standard. Right? That's making a decision. So that's why I offer those questions, not as controversial, although it might create controversy, but it's to just make you aware of how amazing you are and how in 20 minutes the genius that you make aware to yourself. So
These darn decisions, Sean.
I know. And awareness, decisions and awareness. You can take those and put them on the next train out of town.
We need to do another day of awareness.
Mhm.
See what we can come up with.
With the chickens now around the house, there's a fair amount of awareness poop.
And I love that.
And I love that. I don't know how Fredo doesn't lose her voice. She's the guinea that just goes quack, 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 quack. And she's been doing it since 5:30 this morning. It's just nonstop. It's like somebody's squeezing her. It's just the craziest thing. Morning, Swally.
Morning.
Morning.
I had a huge awareness.
Ooh, what was that?
So I've been trying to figure out what this dream is and building an image and how and trying and thinking I should know where it should go and trying. And so when you started the meditation this morning, the image that came into my mind immediately was we we're planning on someday putting an addition on our house, and it would turn one of our double stall garages into our family room. And that's immediately what I saw. And I was like, ugh, I kind of rolled my eyes and whatever. Okay, so what's my image? How do I figure out my dream? And I'm so grateful that you asked what pillar it goes into, because it's the family pillar. And I know, Sean, you talk about your legacy for 600 generations, and people talk about their family. And I didn't think that was it for me. And I'm sure we'll get into that another time. And it is, because as soon as I saw that pillar, I saw me cooking family meals and my grandkids in the rooms, and it was perfect. It was perfect. So thank you.
So, living renewed wellness. What's your new tagline?
I saw family lives here.
Mm-hmm. So now every time every client leaves your office, say thanks for helping take care of my grandkids.
Ah,
Oh.
I
All
knew
right.
it was going to be big this morning. I felt it. I didn't know what it was. I felt it right when I woke up. Oh, the call's going to be big this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, welcome, welcome.
And for everyone on the call,
So what do you do with this now that you have this awareness? What changes today? What changes right now?
I'll be more present with my kids, with my family, which might sound odd to some people. It's a thing for me. I'll be more present.
How about having them start painting the new dream?
You really want them painting in my office,
No,
don't you?
no, I want them, meaning mentally. But yes, I would
know.
love to see them paint in your office.
Oh, you do. Yeah. Oh, like us
Like have
dreaming
them
about it together.
walk into the garage and say, so this is our new family room. Let's talk about it."
Hmm. That's
Because
good. Oh, we haven't done it actually in the garage.
yeah, no, go in the
Oh,
garage.
that's even better. Yeah.
There's a lot of power in a Jordan.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
There's absolutely no doubt, right?
Oh, yeah. Their energies and powers with to start the manifesting. Oh,
You get a kid involved. Hell, how many times have we bought something just so that we could just stop the pain? And
well, that's good.
now imagine stopping the pain of not having it, and it's the pain of getting it faster than you ever thought possible. It's the growth, right? Where's their reading corner? Where's their playing corner? What do you put in there? Right?
Love it.
So yeah, now all of a sudden, so you feel your body shift.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now it becomes from lack to dream, and it's now telling the universe, come build this. I'm not into the strategy. I'm into the state. And I know God's got a sense of humor. I think she's kind of funny a lot of times. But when he says, ask and you shall be given, I don't think there was a problem with that phrase. Doesn't say ask and you should be given as long as you doubt and delay and procrastinate. It says no, ask and ye shall be given. Job yesterday, 42:2. Listen, I don't know. Don't think, oh my God, he's a Bible scholar. Nuh-uh. I was talking with somebody yesterday, and I said, pick up I said, you want to know how powerful this is and why you need to be ready for what God has for you. You read the Bible all the time. I said, pick it up and read one. She picked up and she read Job 42:2, I think it was. And it said something to the effect of, I know that you have all the knowing. This is God speaking to them. And there is not, and with passion, it said this, and with passion, your dreams will not be thwarted, won't be stopped. I said, and you want to talk about, you want to tell me why you're delaying any of this? Yeah, but you don't understand. I go, you can't scholar me on this. I can out-scholar you on words long before you ever tell me what the Bible meant and what Job or Job or whoever it was meant it. He says right there, I know you have the knowing. I'm paraphrasing now, but this last part it says, and with passion, your dreams cannot be thwarted. She said, I don't know what thwarted means. I said, can't be stopped, can't be delayed, can't be anything other than done. I said, and that's one phrase. I said, and you read the whole Bible. Why don't you know what this phrase means? No, but we look at it differently. How could you look at it differently? God says, I have all the knowing that you know, and that with passion, your dreams can't be thwarted. What is there to not know about that? What is there to go into philosophy and tell me what it was from the original Arabic or whatever it was? It says it right there. I said, that's why nobody wants to have a conversation with me about the Bible. I mean, we can. But people who read, scholars, and can quote chapter and verse and Bible and this and that and tell me stories and who was a Beelzebub, blah, blah, and how they met philosopher and how they traveled in the journey. Are you paying attention to the word? Anyway, so with passion, your dreams can't be thwarted.
I just drove into my laundry room, so.
Excellent. But and now there's no distraction. Now you can truly say, I have traction. Daydreaming isn't a bad thing if they're your dreams. Day nightmaring, on the other hand, can cause a little delay. But daydreaming?
Thank you.
Phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Good morning, Louise.
Good morning. Let's see if I can. Here we go. That was awesome, Amber. Am I on or off? Oh, okay.
There you are.
Well, okay. I just need to stop clicking. I'm very excited to share this because it's right along with what Amber was talking about. And it's a couple days ago, I had a conversation with a gal I work with who had a huge aha. She said, Louise, it worked. And I said, what? And she said, we've been talking about ask. And we were talking about how the universe has everything for us. And I said, in the Bible, God says, ask. And I said, I have it written in capital letters. Well, she was in meditation and she said, I heard your voice say ask. And then I went, well, it was probably God. But anyway, so she demanded, she and her husband have a plan for their one side of their double garage. And they have an order, roof first, insulation, drywall, and paint. And she said, this is what has to happen in that order. As soon as she was finished that, and maybe 2-3 hours later, the roofer, who she hadn't talked to in months, called and said, I have some time. And I know what's going on. So are you open? Are you open for, and I think it was yesterday. Anyway, she gets off the call with him. It's all set up. The insulation guy calls. he happens to have some time right after the roof is going to be done.
Really? Oh my
I know.
gosh.
He
How
was getting,
lucky.
I know,
Wow.
she was getting so blown away, and she went, wow, that works. It wasn't over because then the drywaller called, and he's coming on Tuesday, and the painting starts on Wednesday. Boom, done. And she said, Louise, I could do this again. I said, absolutely.
Nope. You got your one shot. That's
Yeah,
it.
anyway,
Congrats.
it was really awesome, and I'm just like, Amber, it's done. It's done. It's so so anyway, I was thrilled because to me it's more evidence. You know, anyway, it's
And
more
here's the
evidence.
big part. Here's the big part that sometimes gets overlooked is that when you ask and you get it, you're like, oh, no, no, right? What happens when somebody wants to give us stuff? No, 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 I don't need that. No, no, I don't need that. You have to receive it.
Right.
The
And
universe is instantaneous in its desires. And soon as you say yes, it goes, oh, okay. And with clarity and with vision and with emotion.
it's spectacular. I love being able to witness that.
And so, what does that witnessing give you?
Well, it leveled up. That the next day was when the angel visited me. I just elevated.
So, adds to your evidence bucket, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It does. There is no way that the teeter-totter that I sit at the other end of that is ever going to, it just, that's where it stays because I keep collecting. I just keep pulling in evidence.
And
It's,
now you got to share your evidence. So we now all have the evidence.
oh, yes.
And all we need is a little bit more evidence, right? How many of us, right? Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine we're sitting here. We're in second grade, third grade. Can you write I guess you can write in second grade, right? I don't remember. So yes, you're writing in third grade. Third grade, you write a note and it says, do you like me? Circle yes, circle no. The universe, you're writing a note to the universe. Can you give me my dreams? Circle yes, circle no. And every bit of evidence makes the circle around the yes bigger. And then what happens when you get the note back and little Sally says she likes you? Here's the challenge. I don't know why this is coming up, but this is coming up. If Sally's on the other side of the room, you got to send the note to Bobby, to Karen, to Tommy, to Sally. How do we know one of them didn't circle yes? How do we know if Sally ever got it? Some of us are getting the note back with yes, and it's not a true yes. Because we haven't decided to go over and ask her ourselves.
Right.
And that's what evidence does. It gives us the chance to ask ourselves.
It grounds us and well, it grounds me and gives me confidence to ask. Ask firmly, not please, would you, but giving the list, just like Blair did. And
So,
she's very soft spoken, and she was.
how
was
long has
so
this
fun.
been going on? How long has the garage been going on?
Oh, the garage has been going on for years. It's actually been a contention in her marriage. I'm not a marriage counselor, but you
So
know,
pay attention. So ask her what changes. What? I'm curious. What's happened in your relationship now that this is underway?
prior to that, she stopped demanding of him and started demanding of herself. I mean, she was all about fixing him.
All right.
And when she came to me in tears 8 weeks ago, and because things were falling apart. And as she told me her story, I was hearing some of my old self, which is all about they need to change. They need to change. They need to change. And I'm like, okay, I'm learning from Sean. That's not where it starts. It starts within. Anyway, I learned something and I share it. It's just how I did homeschooling. I was always just a chapter ahead of the kids. and it when she became centered on herself, just about herself, her husband changed. She said, he's so different. I went, oh, really?
Isn't that fascinating? How lucky are you? Oh my gosh.
And we talked about attraction and stuff. And this garage thing is her evidence of all of that coming together without her telling him to do it. Do you know what I mean? It was awesome. It was awesome. Anyway, I was reminded to share that because encouraging Amber, because it happens.
Just that fast.
Encouraging everybody and including myself.
I love it, love it, love it.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. That's a great story. Hey, Sharon, what's your new aha? Your latest aha?
Well, thank you, Amber, and thank you, Louise, because and Sean, when you made that quote about passion and dreams not being thwarted, because as I was going through my gyrations, one of the things that came forward was home. That was immediately what came forward, and the pillar was family. But what gets in my and I sort of dismissed it because all my life I've manifested really wonderful homes until recently. And the other day I had this aha about my house because I'm looking to get into a bigger apartment and all the things that I'm wanting differently than this one is. But I looked around and my house looked like crap. The way I mean, it was like all messy and, it was like so uninviting. And it was like, wait a second, you're not going to get more until you can take care of what you got. And I just yesterday spent 4 hours and transformed my home. It was like wonderful. But what was going on, the aha was when I thought of family and I pictured Polly, who's now in a wheelchair. She hasn't been able to walk for about 3 weeks. And I was thinking of her getting new knee replacements, which would be a big deal at 83 and 200 pounds, But and I thought, well, what about stem cells? And then I thought about, I don't need to know how she walks. And then it was like, and the way I was approaching it was fixing a problem. And so that it was off. It wasn't from a place of joy and gratitude. It was from a place of, quote, helping. And, but it's like, I have this idea that I'm going to create all this wealth, that any of these things are possibility. And from the wealth and the joy of wealth and the joy of possibility is a whole different thing than fixing, and passion for the joy as opposed to the agony of the Christ passion. And I've always kind of avoided the word passion because of that agony. And it's like, it's just something shifted. So as Louise, I love it's just so wonderful. And when Amber was genuinely in her family pillar and you were playing with her about being in that garage, and it just lifted me up. It's like all of it is just about vibration. So the aha was the shift around allowing the passion for the joy of what's possible. So that was the aha.
I love it. I love it. And now that's available to you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I
And the
love it.
fact that family, that home has always been, it was the way, one of the ways that I, as a, you know, to the degree that I was able to do it, took myself out of my old story. Like, I didn't really know how to take care of my home very well. It could, but I hired people. I always had, no matter how much income I had in the past, I had somebody since I was 24 years old who would come in and help me clean and stay organized. And since I don't have that now, I've been feeling deprived because I have to do it myself and I don't know how. Of course I know how. I'm a grown up. I mean, I love a nice garden, and I used to just hire a gardener because I didn't know how to do it. I just wanted it. And it's like, it's okay. It's like, those are the ways I used to take care of myself. And I get to envision the perfect home for myself and my family, and, and mix the spaces. And I was dismissing that as like, oh, that's, you don't need more. And yes, I do want more space. I don't need anything. I have everything I need right now. And I get to play with the vision of what's next. So
I
thank
love
you.
it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Congratulations. Hey, Roz.
Hello, hello. Thank everybody for sharing. It's every time I get in this call, I'm always like, Sean's mind always amazes me. Every time you say, you give a visual of how you see something, and what you said about the evidence, like that kind of whisper down the lane thing, and you don't know who really, if that was a true yes, that was powerful for me this morning. But what I really wanted to say was thank you and Daniela so much for the tools that you give me, because yesterday, and that's what I got in the meditation this morning, to be aware of the tools that I have and feeling the feelings and just dealing with it. Yesterday, as you know, Sean, me and my daughter, like, it's always some big something with her. And she called me like all upset and in a tizzy about something. And I'm like, I got frustrated, and I'm like, wait, stop, don't get frustrated. I said, I can help you if you don't tell me what it is that you need. Tell me how I can help you. So she starts to tell me, and she's starting to get upset and cry again. I said, listen, let's just stop that. Let me tell you what I'm going to do for you. I said, figure out where you are, look up an Uber, tell me how much it costs for you to get what you need to get. Let's just forget that. And when I got off the call with her, I found myself being even more frustrated. I'm like, she just drives me absolutely crazy. She, freaks out about nothing. And then I thought about Danny, and I'm like, I'm supposed to welcome these feelings in. So I welcomed them in, and I actually expressed gratitude, and I was grateful. I'm like, you know what? I'm grateful that I could help her right now. Like, I could stop what I was doing and give her the help that she needed at this moment. Even though, in the long run, I want you to be able to make these decisions yourself. Right now, you need to get this thing done. So I'm grateful for those tools that you guys give me, because it just seems like in business, I'm never using these tools in business when I should, but they always help me in my life. Whatever's going on with my family, because I found myself getting frustrated with the children, and I'm like, okay, you need to look at this different. So I am so grateful for all the tools that you give me. And Danny, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much.
Are welcome. Congratulations on the awareness of realizing you can change the way you look at things, so the things you look at change.
Yeah, that was huge, just to help her out and not to get myself frustrated. I'm like, let me just stop and see what I can do to help her. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, Hill says, right, with every challenge comes the seed of its own solution. And now you get to understand that. You get to become aware of that, that if this is a problem, there's a solution with this problem. Every problem, there's positive and negative. Law of polarity. Every problem has a solution, and every solution has a problem. There's people that when you give them the solution, well, let me tell you why that's not going to work. They're wired that way. So how is it possible that, so I'd ask yourself to sit when you're having a cup of tea or coffee or just sitting down, having some water or something. Say, what allowed me to have that switch? Because the tools were always there. What allowed me to have that switch? What's the tool I used? What's the tool I accessed? What's the tool I became aware of that allowed me to simply change the way I look at it? Was it the tool of self-preservation? Listen, I'm no longer going to be frustrated. So I'm going to figure out how to look at this and not be frustrated. Oh, well,
Your voice has faded away.
I guess I can help her out. I guess I can help her out and figure out how to get her through this moment, because it was over when it was over. And you now have to realize, how did you ring that bell that when it's over, what's the echo that's going to go on forever? That's the thing I look at. In this moment, I'm about to ring a bell. What's the sound of that bell from now until eternity? And we hear the phrase bite your lip. I don't bite my lip. I just I just use a different lip. I don't know. It's just I'm not gonna hold it in so that I don't say it to you, but then I carry it, because I'm still ringing the bell. The bell is going to get rung. Whether you hear it or not, it will ring in my life from now until forever. What's the sound I want that bell? So if I ever go back on this memory, there's the sound of that bell when I got my daughter the car, and I helped her out and it was done. I don't even remember what she was frustrated about. I said, just let's go. And I rung the bell of done. Every one of us, when we hang up this Zoom, is going to ring a bell. The bell is going to be done. What's the echo you want from this call? For you, not for me. Amber's going to be the garage bell. And I hope it's a bell the size of a small child. I don't know why I'm fading. I'm still.
It's like your mic is going in and out, kind of.
I don't know why that happens. It's the universe trying to keep you from hearing this information. So,
I was able to, after it was all over, and I used those tools. I text her just to make sure she got home safely, and just tell her how much I love her and how amazing she is, and that it's okay, basically.
right. And how did she feel?
She was, grateful. She said thank you. Like, I'm really. She sent me this beautiful message like 2 weeks ago about how she appreciates us, and grateful that she has us to take the kids right now, when she can't. And she kind of followed that up, and she said, like, I'm so grateful to have you as a mom.
So I would encourage you, and this is where those of us who have the knowledge and the awareness can use it to our advantage. I would send her messages on a regular basis of how proud you are, texts, often multiple times during the day, to help her mind get into the frequency that she is amazing, because she thinks that all she is a burden to herself, to others, to this, to that, to.
And she's even said that.
See how neat it is when you understand humanity, how simple it is?
Yes.
They think lack, you think abundance, and they wonder why they can't be more like you, and then they start beating themselves up even more and more and more. So we have to give them some evidence. And we're pretty good evidence givers.
Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyone else? Any last thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways, take with you?
This is so cool. What a great morning.
It is a great morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. And for those that were here and have now gone on to day's activities, thank you for being here. It's so simple when what I love about the dialogues, you speak, I listen, I speak, you listen, dialogue too, not monologues, is how simple it gets, the deeper it goes. And it's in the depth that there are no currents, there's no waves, there's no choppy seas, there's no all of this stuff. And like in Nemo, right, the South Australia current, the SAC or whatever that current was, is that the turtle got into, right? And you just get in that and it's 6-7 knots under the water, just this current flowing around the earth. And when you get in that, away you go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. So that's what I love, is the depth and the clarity and the creativity and the simplicity of it. There you go. We're knocking out garage walls. We heard somebody they all called. She didn't even call them. They all called. You know who that is the epitome of what you are seeking is seeking you. Hey, I'm the roofer. I got time. What? Wait, I haven't talked to you and whatever. Oh, by the way, I don't know. Is the roof up? Because I'm the drywall. I'm the insulator. I'm ready to do that. Oh my God, the roofer's going to be done here. Oh, I'll be done there. And then the drywaller calls up. Yeah, I can do that. And the painter says, I'll be there on Tuesday. What? Talk about God's hand. You can't even make that. When's the last time you were able to get 4 contractors to work in harmony? Napoleon Hill, definite major purpose. Allow the universe to work in harmony. You don't have to know the strategy. Evidence, evidence, evidence. I mean, that's the Supreme Court evidence right there. 8 weeks ago, ready to give it all up. And in 8 weeks, something happened that has not happened in more than 8 weeks. Be aware. And so you were the one to start the ball rolling. Feels pretty good, Louise, right? Now imagine doing this around the world. Feels pretty good. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah.
How could you ever stop doing that?
Yeah.
And you're always just as surprised where it comes from as they are.
I was screaming with her in delight. Just the fact, just like you said, 4 contractors, one after the other. I mean, I've been in the world of contracting and nobody shows up on time and they're not ready in the order that you need them.
Well, let alone offering.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
I have free time. God cleared my calendar and told me to call you. They're probably not going to say that.
It's powerful and it's available to all of us. That's the beauty of it all.
Instantly.
And thank you for opening my mind to see that, and all of us. This is why I don't do stuff DIY anymore, Sean.
DIY is a challenge. It's fun. It gives you badges and stripes you never thought you needed, but I got enough t-shirts. I don't need more t-shirts.
Yeah, but you're still in the same place with all those badges and stripes. Great. Haven't moved an inch.
Yep, got 30 years experience, the same year 30 times over. All right, everybody, go have an amazing day. I'll become aware of the evidence. You guys don't have to get up every time I close a call. Jump up and run out. I'm your head brain training, evidence giving misfit. I'll see y'all where?
The next event.
I love it.
Next event.
Somebody give me some Costa Ricas.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. We love you, Mark.
Pura vida.
And some happy birthday, Lydia.
Happy birthday, Lydia.
And some I got your back, Jesse Lee Wards.
Bossly.
Boss
Lee, we love you, girl. All right, everybody, enjoy your day. Thank you for making mine super spectacular. And thanks for all of the evidence. And I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks, everybody. Dubby.